welcome. You know, in everyday life, people always try to tell you or influence you, or you'll hear that you have to do something. Like you have to do this, and you have to do that, or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, we're all human beings, and we all have our own thought process and how we think and everything. And truth is, no one has to do anything. And I think that's a concept that a lot of people are forgetting, honestly. Like, there's this whole group mentality that we have to do this to be accepted by the group or whatever. And the truth of the fact is, no one has to do anything. Everyone makes decisions and chooses to do what they want to do. If it's a bad choice, they'll be doing something they don't want to do, or they are doing something they want to do, but it is a bad thing, so that could be seen as a bad choice, but it's still a choice. There's no having to do anything. And people will say, oh, well, that's not true. You have to die. And it's like, all right, yeah, I can see that argument. You have to die, but there's a lot of choice going on in how you lead your life and how you die. So if you live a very high-risk life, you can die jumping out of an airplane, shoot failure, wrecking your car, whatever, but it's your choice how you live your life. If you try to live a healthy life, you may still die at a young age from a heart attack or getting hit by a car or whatever, but those also have to do with other people's choices and infringing on your choices, which is, kind of where government comes in, supposedly, is to, restrict other people's actions from interfering with your choices. And then, of course, the other thing people will tell you is, oh no, you have to pay taxes. Like you can't get around that. And it's like, it's very hard to get around it, and most people don't want to get around it, and you probably shouldn't want to get around it, but you don't have to pay taxes. And, that's, argue it all you like, you choose to pay taxes. And I think at this point in time, with the way the government's acting and the bills it's passing and everything, I think they're really losing sight on the fact that we as citizens choose to pay taxes. And maybe it's because we as citizens have forgot that and aren't reminding the government that, hey, we're here because you're here because we allow you to be here. And I don't think that thought process is going on in a lot of people's minds anymore. I think the status quo and leaning back and letting other people do things for you has kind of become the norm, or the mentality that's acceptable, and not, the self-reliance and do things for yourself and get your stuff together and not rely on other people or the government to solve your problems. And so here we are with the government that's passing bills about bailing out companies that no one wants them to be doing that. But, they assume we're going to keep paying our taxes and not raise a fuss, and they're going to keep doing whatever the hell they want to do. Anyway, this video is getting long, longest video I've made, and I'll let y'all go with the thought of, hey, you don't have to do anything. You didn't have to watch this video. You didn't have to watch this video all the way through. But you did. And, you make choices. And you got to think about that in your daily life. Everything you do, you have a choice. And don't let anyone else tell you otherwise.